Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time, so whatever time it is, wherever you are watching this from. And today, we actually just recently, mere minutes ago, just hit Master Ball in Pokemon Champions. So there you go. There's a proof, and this is the team that I used to get there. However, this is not. This was the final iteration of the team. The team did vary from time to time. Um, so let me walk you guys through it. Right, I did go on a crazy 5 win streak towards the end. Uh, that's how I got to Master Ball actually. Um, but again, this is not the final iteration of the team because actually in Ultra Ball, I did spend a lot of time having this sort of team, right? And then my counter to Rain was actually nope, something like this. What was it? This was my play. White Urban Garchomp, Mega Charizard Y to bring the drought, and then Life Orb on uh, Dragapult here. Right? That was an iteration of the team. That was the weakest iteration of the team actually, because realizing that Charizard does not function quite well without Mega Evolution is actually quite detrimental to the team. So I decided to change it up. I decided to remove both of these guys. Uh, and I was at first hesitant to bring out or to bench my Dragapult actually because Dragapult is insane in this team. So another iteration of the team actually was Basculegion and White Herb Sneezer. Right? This was the better iteration of the team. Um, it was really good. This was really insane. Mostly I was looking for my two bench to be anti rain team, right? So why this was a good idea for me at the time was where is it? This was the build that I had for Sneezer, right? This was a good idea because Sneezer deals with Arcalodon quite effectively, right? And with the Swift Swim and in the rain, Wave Crash, Basket Legion actually does insane damage to a Swampert, right? And I should know because I actually run a rain team myself. Right? I do have a rain team with Arcalodon, Pelipper, was this Mudkip, Metagross, and Sinistra. Right. So you guys can see, I have a rain team here. This is my rain team. So I do run this team as well, so I'm quite familiar with how they want to play, and I mean it's very common in the ladder for some reason, but neither here nor there. But so this was an iteration of the team that I thought would work, but I realized so this is going to be my anti-ghost, right? Basket Legion was my anti-ghost, and it was quite weak. And the only answer I had to Mudkip was or to Swampert was to hit harder. Right? It was the objective of Basket Legion. You will die, but you will hit harder, and Garchomp or our bird Staraptor will clean up. Right, that was a goal. But then the overlap of Sneasler and Mega Staraptor was actually quite weird for me. So that's where decisions had to be made, and I had to bench my two of the top three, the big three in the meta right now. So if you guys don't know, the big three in the meta is actually Sneezer, um, King Gambit, and Basque Legion. You can fit them on any team, and they will probably counter one team or another, right? So if your team is filled with these three plus three other support mons, you might be able to squeeze out wins here and there. Right? but their utility is insane. You can just slide them into any team, right? So as you guys will see here, only my rain team doesn't really have it, but instead of what do you call this metagross, you can actually slide in a basket legion with a mystical water, right? And then my flex team here, which is going to be a Delphox team, I actually have what do you call this the sneezer. Although I can again slide in basket legion to counter rain, I can slide in king gambit, right? However, I do need to beat dark types. That's why I need a fighting filler that doesn't mega evolve. And lo and behold, Sneezer has cross combat with a white herb with Unburden. So that's why he was the fill. Right. Okay. So now who did I add to the team? Well, again, one of the big threes is going to be uh King Gambit, which I named after a very close friend of mine. Um because he just actually hit an 8-month subscription to my Twitch channel. So I did allow him to name a Pokemon, and he said it's okay if he wanted it to be his name. Right, that's easy right there. Or Chase. Again, Defiant, Kowtow Cleave, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and Attack, regular moveset. Right? But again, he's still quad weak to fighting, which another one of the big three has close combat and White Herb, and he would basically ruin your team. And another matchup that I kind of found difficult to play into was actually a Staraptor mirror, because I do have a Staraptor as well. And close combat plus build up is quite insane. So it was pretty hectic to say the least. But there you go. So what I did for health item was actually give him a chocolate berry, because CZ might be slower, he might get blasted, but he will get fucking blasted, and he will land that what do you call this? A Kowtow Cleave, an Iron Head, or Sucker Punch, whatever it may be that you need to land, he will land it, and he will get that win for you. Right? So I this is actually how I encountered Trick Rooms. To be fair, I did not encounter a Farigiraf, and I don't know the interaction between Farigiraf and King Gambit here. So I was lucky enough not to run into it, but as you can see, our King Gambit has okay bulk, and it can survive a hit. And we make sure that it can survive a hit with the Choppleberry there. Um, that way we can get the damage that we need. And I don't care if he goes down. If he goes down 1 for 1, then that's already value, right? Now, the biggest counter to rain teams is actually Electros. And Electros is one of my biggest reapers that helped me round out the team quite well. And he was running, weirdly enough, I would still be running Mega Staraptor. However, we are okay to bring him with what do you call this? Where's his Megastone? But there you go, is Electrocyte, I guess is the name. That's what sealed the team for me, and that's what made the team feel so what do you call this? Well-rounded, right? Against the rain team, you don't need to mega evolve him to do damage. This is the moveset, and this is the build I have for my Mega Electros or Electros, right? And if you decide to mega him as a sweeper against the rain team, then of course he's just gonna go off, right? But again, you don't need to, because if you don't, so look at his movesets right here. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Giga Drain, all of which can deal with almost every single member of the rain team, which is going to be Arcaladon, Pelipper, and Swampert, right? Respectively, right? So Flamethrower can hit Arcaladon quite effectively. Thunderbolt is quad effective against Pelipper, and Giga Drain is quad effective against Swampert. Right? So the way I would lead that team is actually introduce my Incineroar plus Staraptor to intimidate a Swampert, like a potential Swampert open, right? And then we're just gonna try our best to blow whatever is in front of us off. And if that doesn't work, then we can just Mega Evolve Staraptor anyway. If they do open with, for example, so we open Staraptor plus Incineroar, and they open Pelipper and Arcaladon, then we just Mega Evolve our, what do you call this, our Staraptor into a close combat one to the Arcaladon anyway, and we're always applying that pressure. Right? Another choice would be to open with Staraptor, but opening Staraptor is a mandate. It's a mandate against the Ring team, right? Because whatever they open, you respond with. But Staraptor plus Nemona, or Whimsicott rather, opening up Tailwind and then allowing us to use close combat. What is it? Allowing us to use close combat under Caledon, giving us a good clean wipe. And our Staraptor is actually an Adamant type, maxed out on speed and attack. I've seen others use Jolly, but the Adamant actually helps us one-shot our Caledons here and there, and even allows us to drop Metagross down to less than 50%. So it's actually insanely good. And we're not worried about being outsped because we're always backing it up with a Tailwind anyway. And same issue with, or same answer with our Electros here. Our 97 speed isn't going to hinder us too much because, again, we're always going to be backed up by, what do you call this? We're always going to be backed up by Tailwind from Whimsicott here. And if that fails, and for example, they still outspeed us under Tailwind or maybe Trick Room potentially, if it is a Trick Room team, we're always going to open with this and hit for the whoever the Trick Room caster may be, right? And we're gonna just kowtow cleave whoever is in front of us. This allowing, we're gonna open with Incineroar and King Gambit, and we're just gonna hope to fucking flinch with Sucker Punch whoever is the supporting teammate for the Trick Room user. We just need to make sure that King Gambit here doesn't get blown up. Right? And then another response to that is actually instead of what do you call this? Instead of using the Chopple Berry, I don't know if there's an item that prevents, what do you call this? That prevents flinching, but if there is, then maybe when that comes out. But for now, we just cover it with our own anti-flinch, or hopefully flinch. For example, they might have Trick Room setup with Sableye, right? We're gonna slap the shit out of the Trick Room setter unless it's Girafavic. Then it becomes an issue. But there you go. That's basically the dynamic of the team. Oh my god, my model is tweaking out. But that is the dynamic of the team. We're always going to be supported by Tailwind. However, it is not always mandatory to bring Whimsicott because there are certain teams that we can outspeed even without Tailwind. And again, we're trying to deal with Trick Room players with Kowtow Cleave, this allowing that interaction to happen anyway. Right? And even if, for example, we still get outsped somehow, some way, our Electros is not that squishy, right? Our Megastaraptor is not that squishy. Our Megastaraptor actually has good bulk, and especially when you start landing those close combats. Um, our anti fairy dealers are going to be unironically the Garchomp with an Iron Head, which can normally outspeed a lot of the fairy types, and again, King Gambit is also able to outspeed a lot of the fairy types, or at the very least survive it and then just Iron Head them to the head. Our anti-dragon is still going to be, weirdly enough, Garchomp and a Moonblast Whimsicott. This is our Whimsicott build, right? And if they do decide to protect, then we just encore that anytime. And we do bring protect for our own Whimsicott because sometimes they do want to greed for the support. So having access to protect is insanely good. Um, Back then, I didn't like bringing Darkest Lariat, but sometimes you don't bring what do you call this, King Gambit to the mix. Darkest Lariat is good enough to just still hit for super effective type anyway. As you can see, our Incineroar doesn't actually have attack up. Instead, we have points on defense, special defense, and speed because normally he is not there to provide damage. And even if he is, Flare Blitz and Darkest Lariat are good enough to do the job and to get it done. I will have games to show you guys after this from the stream itself. So that is basically the gist of the team. Let's try and show you guys the final details. Few details here. And this is the move set. Take a screenshot if you want. And these are the stats. And take screenshots if you want. I will probably put it as what do you call this, rental team, maybe question mark. So we'll see how that goes. But that is going to be all from me. The upcoming footages you're going to see are from my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/one autumn leaf _28 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, www.twitch.tv/one autumn leaf _28. Go check that out. I do try to go live every night Philippine time on the weekdays. Weekends is hit or miss for me, so it depends on my mood. But however, there's no regular streaming schedule, but go ahead and check that out. We do all sorts of games over there. League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Pokemon, which has been my recent obsession, to say the least. We do... Yeah, I just uninstalled Valorant. Rainbow Six, I guess. Apex Legends, we used to do that. Primarily fighting games to XKO and Tekken 8 are also going to be the mainstays of the channel. But if you're interested in more Pokemon, I will be covering Pokemon Champions a hell of a lot more now that I am able to stream it using my phone. Thank God for that. So, anyway, that is going to be all from me. I'll see you guys next time if ever I do decide to upload. But thank you very much and love lots. Bye. First up is gonna be a Trick Room team with probably Torkoal and this thing right here. So we need to bring our big boy. Right? We need to bring our big boy. Okay? And then we need our Garchomp as well. So to do this, we're gonna do low key. This doesn't sound too bad, right? Right? And then, like I said, we need the Garchomp eventually to come in there. And do we necessarily need Incineroar for the fake out pressure, or do we just do encore and feel like this is the play, right? So let's do that, and see how it goes. Like I said, King Gambit is the our counter to Ferijaref and Orangaru specific. Okay. So he's looking to double down on close combat here. But the Defiant is huge. It's gonna be massive actually. So now I will low key. I really should just fucking kowtow cleave, but I will protect just in case he decides to shoot. No, no. I can't be risking that. I can't be risking that. If he dies, then so be it, right? If he dies, then so be it. Does that make sense? He's gonna outspeed me. He's gonna outspeed me. It's gonna be so bad. I didn't think this through. We're quad weak. You know what I needed actually? It would have been Tailwind. Boop. Sure. And he's not gonna trick room, he's gonna instruct you. So cutout cleave should be insane. We one-shot it. There it is. That's the play. That was the play. Now we don't have Electros, sadly. However, we're still kind of insane. There's the Cyrillage. I don't care. We need to build up our defense. So he's probably gonna protect if that's the case. Wow, Cyrillage doesn't set it up. So now our King Gambit goes down, that's fine. What does he do? Sword stance? Ball club. Wow. Attack and defense. Oh, sure. Garchomp is not gonna be good here. The only difference is going to be now this. Because he is currently outspeeding me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fucking Tailwind. We're gonna Tailwind the whole team. And then we're just gonna Brave Bird into it. Good damage. Insane damage, actually. Does he kill himself there? He lives at 1? Focus sash, idiot! Now we do have Tailwind advantage, so he will probably protect. Right? Now we just need to keep him alive. Just need to keep him alive. Or he can switch out. But I think the read is insane. Does he use protect himself? Probably, yeah. Okay, so we lose our Whimsicott to Bitterblade now. Or whatever it might be. Um, oh, our Whimsicott lives! Our Whimsicott lives! Our Whimsicott lives! Um, we're just gonna do this. Now, is he going for a double protect? And is he gonna get it off? Is the question. Because low key, if he dies, that's fine. Sure. Sure. Yes. That is the death of our Staraptor. Now he needs to choose on who he kills here. Um, he does bulk up. You're going on Encore, buddy. Does Encore work on ghost types? Encore works on ghost types, right? Torkoal, huh? You are going to do nothing for the rest of this game. And he has +2 defense, though. That is quite scary. If I'm being honest, that is quite scary. There it is. You're gonna keep bulking up. That's gonna be scary for me. But sure. Because our life orb Garchomp is gonna destroy this whole field without killing my own bird. How's that for a change? My tailwind filtered out. Awful, actually. I think we have this. I think we have this. Because both Garchomp and Staraptor outspeeds both his mons. At least the Torkoal. But even then, this Cerulege is just gonna be bulking up anyway. It's this Torkoal will protect, probably, for sure. But even then, I'm hitting the Cerulege, so that's why I'm okay doing Earthquake here. But I do need to fucking close combat that that boy right there. He is thinking he needs to protect. 64. That's definitely killing. Yes, sir. Look at the damage on Cerulege, by the way. We're Brave Bird Earthquaking that bitch. I hope you know that. He is still gonna be on Encore. Right? And he has some more months left. So we might see a surrender here. Battle info, let's look at him. He has one more turn of Encore. We're just gonna Brave Bird that bitch. And hopefully we don't die. Even if we do, that's fine. If we don't, that's so much better because we're just gonna protect on Staraptor here. And then we're just gonna spam Earthquakes as best we can. That's it. I am kinda scared if we don't kill here, that his bulk up actually is fine. But we do get our 2 hits off before he gets to bulk up. So she's stalling, so the kowtow cleave onto that fucking Yeah, I mean, you lost and you rage quit. So GG's. Good win. The counter cleave from our King Gambit was insane. Being able to one shot that psychic normal mon was insane. So Chase coming in clutch, W Chase. Raichu plus Pelipper is the only threat here, but then we can just do this. Right? This is then the answer. And then we can always have a backup intimidate if we have to. This is the rain team that we were waiting for. Uh that bird right there, Talonflame. If it has gale wings, that is where the problem arises because we are putting Nemona at the back. So, eesh. There it is. That's why we have our boys. He's probably gonna fake me out. But even then, we're just gonna shoot you down. Weirdly enough. Mega Protect actually goes hard. Mega Protect goes hard. Then just gonna protect again. Double Protect start. Can never really go wrong. There's a Mega Electros. If he decides to bring Swampert into play. Protect. Protect. There's the fake out from the Raichu. This Incineroar will probably use fake out as well. We stop the double fake out play. And now the only chance he has is to two-shot my Garchomp. But even then, it will not matter. There's the protect. This Swampert is gonna blow up. There is that Intimidate. That Raichu is the biggest threat right now. So I do want to shoot him. I do want to shoot him. But in the off chance that he this is one of the dumbest plays I'm ever making. But I'm assuming if this Swampert doesn't protect, he blows up. Okay? And if he switches out Raichu and decides to shoot, right, what really kills me of a Raichu? I'm pretty confident. Yeah, there it is. Mega Protect might be a good play. Might be a good play from him. There's Nemona. Hello. Nemona survives. And you know that's gonna be a Tailwind play next turn. So, quad effective on the Giga Drain. Electros gets his Elevate, and we are just moving now. Okay, so what's the plan? Tailwind plus Flamethrower. Alright. There's the Raichu. Welcome back, Raichu. It's not gonna be good, but sure. We're just gonna tailwind here anyway. Oh, fake out. Fake out kills stamina here. Okay, that's insanely good. I should have protected actually. No. Oh, wow, look at Electros by the way. This weather ball does what? Pretty decent damage. Actually. It does pretty decent damage. How the fuck do I deal with that weather ball? Do I outspeed the Raichu though? No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Giga Drain because we outspeed the Pelipper. We're gonna fake out the Raichu. Okay, that's good. I should have seen that coming. I should have faked out the fucking wing though. Suck it up. He dies. He's dead. He's dead. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Saw that one coming. Now, how many months does he have left? We need to Dragon Ball that motherfucker. And then we're just gonna target Stadion. If he subs out, then he subs out. That's fine. I'm not using Earthquake, but it is. Okay, now the last Pokemon. If I saw no Arcalodon, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, what? You weren't low from early? The fuck? I mean, I don't think it can. Yeah, sure. Probably gonna flare blitz. Or Darkest Lariat, I guess. Watch out. Uy. Now, because of the Intimidate, despite the Life Orb, it should not kill my own fucking Incineroar. Alright! There it is. There's a win. Alright. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. And there's no Raichu inside. So... I wanna be able to deal with that. So we're gonna bring our Electros without the intention of Mega Evolving it whatsoever. And then this is our Mega Evolution. Right. So what's the idea here? Um, there's a Swampert. This Swampert will probably protect. If he doesn't, he's kinda ass. But fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. Tailwind, then we're gonna hope that that Swampert protected. He didn't. And now, this Giga Drain damn near one-shot his Swampert. Earthquake doesn't hit my electric Pokemon, buddy. Where problem now is that fucking pesky weather ball. So, how do we deal with that? Well, we're just gonna Thunderbolt because we're assuming this Swampert will probably switch out. So we're gonna mash everything. You know what? Just in case it doesn't and it doesn't protect either. Yeah. The only bad thing here is right now it's scary to do too. Like, because we up its defense to it has Focus Sash. What the fuck? Okay. It's more than enough for me. I'm good off that. Because now, with only +1 defense, we can send in our like back-to-back sweepers, right? Intimidate. We should be able to deal with this. And with Tailwind, back-to-back Tailwinds, we should outspeed an Arcaladon, no matter what happens. So that Arcaladon will protect, and that is going to be a dead Pelipper. Too bad we don't have Electros on the team, or Mega Electros on the team, but Electros is our one and only answer to this fucking degeneracy that is the Rain team. So Brimstone comes out, he's probably gonna fake me out. Or a parting shot here. So a good call would be to actually just double protect here is insane, actually. No, I'm just gonna send it. The fuck? Why am I holding that? Reflect is insane. That's good. That's really good, actually. Because you're doing this much damage through Reflect and +1 defense. But now he has +2 defense, but we also have +2 special defense, so it's really, really good. And if he aims at my Electros, that's even worse for him. He needs to aim at the bird. He shoots the bird. How does it do? It damn near one shot. The rain should be coming to an end soon. So now we're just raw speeding. How much more rain? One more rain. So now, sadly, I think we're going to Giga Drain here, and then we're going to protect. Because he's probably gonna shoot again. He protected. We have nothing to deal with this Grims now. The rain has stopped. Now we can absolutely kill this fucking Arcalodon even without using this. There's the light screen, of course. Good play, honestly. There is the flash cannon. And our Electros is still full HP. So, does that mean? Well, that means we are on route for a good win here. Because now we should be double hitting everything. Flamethrower, new earthquake, just in case, because the Scrim Snarl is probably gonna be fucking using his fairy type moves. It'll be annoying because of the life orb. It should still be good. There's a parting shot. He brings out a low health Swampert, doesn't he? It's like at 1 HP, so my Earthquake does value here. Getting a double kill actually. Potentially a double kill. Okay, I mean 13% HP, but now we have Flamethrower. Hurrah! This Flamethrower needs to kill or else we're in a little bit of a pinch. If it doesn't kill, it's gonna be quite dangerous. Okay. Alright. Okay, you got me worried here. Because what the fuck do I have in the Grimstone? This Grimstone is pretty low, isn't it? So we just keep mashing Giga Drain. We just keep mashing Giga Drain. Actually, we should have done Thunderbolt here. Wait. Sure. Electros isn't that bulky, so can be quite scary here. But he does 4 feet, so we're winning. We're Electros is an insane addition to the anti-rain team. We're 1 win away from Masterball. We're 1 win away from Masterball. Oh my god, we're 1 win away from Masterball.